Hey guys, SeanB. Today I'm giving you guys my top beginner tips for Starborne Frontier. If you want to try the game for yourself for free on your phone or on your PC via Steam, then you can use the link down below to support the channel at the same time. So, if you play Summoner Sword, which I know you do because you watch this channel, you're going to be very familiar with all the mechanics in this game. And your first question when you want to build your character is how do you get all the experience, how do you get the fodder to rank up your character? And the answer is going to be very simple. You go to battle, you go to the gain experience sector, aka the story mode. So in a campaign, you are definitely going to be stuck somewhere, okay? So you don't call your step bro, you're going to play at the highest stage you can wherever you are stuck at. But when I say that, let's say you are stuck at chapter 9 for this particular mode. You don't want to do the boss stage because it is much harder for no extra reward. And we don't do that here, okay? We take the easy route. But you also don't want to do the stage number 1 and 2. Why so? Because when you look at the possible reward, you will not get your hands on any mainframe. So when you do stage 3 to 6, you will get the same rewards and you will also get mainframe. Very important to note, okay? So don't go and spam every single energy you have for stage number 1 and 2. But if you want to farm experience, you want to go for stage 3 onwards. But don't do the boss stage, okay? So wherever you are stuck at in the story mode, that is where you are going to do your EXP farming. In the early game, you're going to be doing a whole lot of EXP farming. And a bonus tip, when you get stronger, always go back to the easier difficulty to check whether you have clear 3-star for all of the easier stage, because the more star you get, the more rewards you are going to get in the star clearance reward section right here. Oh, we got a purple summon later on. And next up, where do you farm the money? You know, the credit that you need to do a lot of upgrading in this game. And that is where I will take you to the bounty. So in this part of the game, you'll be farming money and equipment at the same time. How do you get the most money? You'll be selling all the shitty equipment that you are going to get. And I'll talk about that later as well. In my opinion, the easiest one is going to be Fenrir. And right now in the game, there's an event that encourages you to farm the Fenrir boss. Because this one, attack pattern is very, very simple. So the boss will attack the tank in the front and the 2 tiles behind the tank, which means if I just dodge the attack pattern of the boss, my damage dealer will be untouched, and I can also make my healers untouched by putting my healer down here. And now only my tank will be taking damage from the boss, and my damage dealer can do whatever the hell they want to the boss. And my next tip will be in the arena. Never forget to do the arena. It's not going to be too stressful. Don't worry too much about it, because in this game, they allow you to do multi-battle for your arena. So this is going to be my default setup. So we have 2 tanks in the front, we have a healer in the middle, and we have 2 damage dealer hiding behind the tanks and the healer. So that's going to take a long time for the enemy team to break through my defense to touch my damage dealer. On the other hand, if they have anyone on the top side, they'll be attacked by my damage dealer. My damage dealer will pretty much ignore the tank that the enemy has set up over here, take down the enemy damage dealer, and we are good to go while they're trying to attack my defenders. So always farm your arena, okay? When you run out of energy to farm bounties, or you don't have energy to farm the EXP anymore, go and do your arena farming, because in this, they'll drop currency. And when you go to the shop section, okay, ignore all the pay-to-win stuff. I'm here to teach you the early game stuff. There's going to be the arena market. So here are the things that you can potentially buy. You can even buy a legendary refeed. So this means you can buy a dupe 5-star to make your 5-star even stronger, which will make grinding arena worth it to make your 5-star legendary ship to be much stronger than before, because getting a dupe 5-star is not exactly that simple in this game. But you kind of need a little bit extra to get that a little bit extra stat or even a stronger passive. So always farm your arena. Never forget to farm your arena, okay guys? It is very important, because the more you grind, the stronger your legendary ship will be. But Sean, how do you know which gear to sell? Let me demonstrate. When you go to the sell section, before you start selling, you need to have a minimum standard, like the bare minimum. So after farming for a while, let's say my minimum standard is going to be blue 5-star gear. It always go up, by the way. Today, blue 5-star can be tomorrow blue 6-star, for example. So anything that is green and anything that is lower star need to pretty much go away so you can earn more credits. And this is the main way to farm credits, is to sell all the bad gear you farm on a daily basis and be very ruthless, because you don't want to keep your inventory filled with shit that you don't use. So right now, I need to be selling a lot of these as well, because when you are filled with shit you don't use, you can't really look through and build your team properly. But that was the bare minimum. Now let's raise the standard a little bit. Now we only have blue 5-star gear, but for the attack set, you want the corresponding substat. For example, for damage dealer, you want attack, crit rate, crit power, and that is the main thing you care about. But for an attack stat, defense and security will not be something that you really give two shit about. So that's gonna go away. Things with focus on defense, security, or hacking for attack set might not be the best thing unless you are focusing it on a sort of debuff monster, for example. However, if it is HP and defense percentage, you might think twice a little bit. But if it's defense flat and something that you don't really care about, it's gonna go away. For this one, it is attack and crit rate. It might be usable, so you take a look at your team, see if you really need the piece for any unit out there, then you keep it for now. But for the other things that doesn't have a good corresponding substat and they are pretty much bare minimum quality, which is going to be the blue and 5-star, it's gonna go away as well. So always do inventory management. It is one of the most important thing and the most overlooked thing in these kind of game, because people don't manage their inventory. They don't exactly know what they have. They don't know what to build. And when they look at it, it's filled with trash that will overwhelm you after you've been farming for so long. And you keep farming, but you never really manage your inventory. So always do this like once a week so that you keep your inventory clean and you know exactly what gear you have so that you can build things faster, more efficient, and you can build things better because you know exactly what you have. And another thing that I think people are going to miss, it is hidden in the recruitment tab. Usually this is where you spend your money. However, there's one tab here that is free to play friendly, which is going to be the fusion tab. So in here, you can use your rare blue ship to fuse up to a legendary ship, and there are 3 different options. Or you can fuse your epic ship if you like to use the epic ship, but you can work your way to the legendary ship. And last but not least, always check what event is going on in the game right now. For example, right now, the recruitment event for these epic ship is up, which means you are more likely to get these ship when you do the recruitment. So let's see if I can get any one of them in the first try. We got an epic ship right there. What are we going to get? We're going to get this ship right here, Sefuba. Is she good? I think she's pretty good because look at how many enemies she can attack, and she tech buff from them. So if you're having trouble with a stage that enemies are buffing a whole lot, not allowing you to do good damage, then she might be the answer. And not only that, there are many other events going on right now as well. For example, this one where you do bounty hunt for Fenrir, you get cashback for farming, you get all these amazing rewards. And not only that, there's going to be the enhanced equipment event going on. So when you do equipment enhancement, then you also get a bit of resources back. So always check the event to see what's going on in the game. Anyway, guys, that is my beginner tip for Starborne Frontier. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.